businesses need a platform that allows people to access and manage their office workstation from anywhere and anytime. WebConnect does just that. Our browser-based desktop platform enables you to seamlessly migrate your office into a private cloud, giving you total control of your desktop, files, and important data. It's encrypted end-to-end connection, making it totally secure and ensuring peace of mind for users and administrators alike. Put WebConnect to the test and transform the way you work remotely.
Take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.
Okay, and this coin or this token is running on the Near blockchain.
Correct.
Okay, now tell us. I have covered Near a long time ago, and I did have Near for a while, and I don't have any now. And what I know about it, what I remember about it, it's very, very fast. It's an EVM. So for people who don't know, it can run on the Ethereum. It's Ethereum virtual machine. It uses how to explain it? It can run on the Ethereum network in a way. Like it makes it faster, like Polygon does, like Evmos does, which other EVMs there are. There's quite a few. So Near is an EVM. It's a fully decentralized project.
I think they're working towards that.
Okay.
That's the premise. So there's a couple of reasons why we use Near. And it's a total holistic thing rather than just one key element, if you will. So the first one is obviously the Ethereum fees were just ridiculous. So it didn't.
They were too low, right?
Yeah. I mean,
only $20. I want to pay $200 to send something.
Oh, it's just nuts. So that went out the window straight away.
Yeah.
So that was a huge thing. So the fees were too much, so couldn't use that. Then obviously, Ethereum is 15 TPS, and it's just not fast enough. When you start looking at Near, it's actually on par with Solana and some of the others out there. So that then makes sense. So it's like it's competing on the speed part, if you will. And then obviously that comes down to a lot of things like Doom Slug, and they do things very, very differently in terms of how that protocol operates. But the real icing on the cake was the sharding for us. So in terms of if we're working, so our major project is obviously the real-time payment. We need a shard that is literally a private finance shard for the banks and nobody else, because they're not going to want anybody else on say the public chain, for instance. We still get all the benefits of the public chain and get the updates, but nobody else will use that shard. It will be our own private shard. We'll run it, etc., etc.
Okay. Now, before you go on, Jake, just say a little bit about what sharding is, because I have a vague notion, but I don't want anybody to rely on what I have to say about it. And if you can keep it as simple as
terms.
possible.
Yeah. So the way I understand it is you've got obviously Ethereum. It's all in blocks. It's all together, and it sort of builds up, and it just gets slower basically. And then with the sharding, it's literally a line off, and it's like extra storage in the sort of the near terms, because a lot of the stuff on Near in terms of the fees and bits, you're paying for storage, and when you build a coin, it's for storage. So it's very, very different in how it operates. But the sharding is just really to keep them or maintain the speed of the chain. So it's not just backing up. It's like, oh, right, we're down here. Right. And you can offset as such. In the simplest format, there is some technical stuff, especially if Simon's here, give you half an hour on it. But in the simplest terms, that's what it is. And it works perfectly for what we need.
Right.
And so that's the technical side of Near, which is great. But then on the other side of Near, I know a few others have started doing this, that they had a grant program, which was really, when the market was on its arse, nobody wanted to help us. We obviously did a family and friends raise, and then we went with Near basically. I mean, the guy that we had, Mark Sugden, he was an ex-trader anyway, so he's seen it and he was like, "Holy shit, guys, you got a unicorn here. Let me get you in." So before we knew it, I was in where was it, Lisbon conference, and Mark sorted it. Mark and David Garcia sorted it out for us, and we got our grant, and we've been building sort of ever since. Really, I mean, it's been a few challenges because it's quite complex, and we've reformulated it slightly, but for the better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Near, and then the Walk token will run on the Near blockchain. And we didn't say this, but Near is a smart contract protocol, so it's programmable money in the way that Ethereum is, and Atom is, and Solana is, and Bitcoin isn't. Okay, so you can give instructions and you can build applications on it. So Walk is going to be it's going to have its own token on the Near platform, and you're doing an ICO.